Why do I want to be mayor of Sykesville? Why should you vote for me? Because my resume is real. It reflects who I am and what I've always loved about our hometown. My 6th grade English teacher told me I'm a natural-born negotiator. I have been fighting for my place in this world my entire life. I'll go toe-to-toe with anyone on behalf of this town and fight for what makes Sykesville the place we love to call home. We've had the same mayor for 8 years. In the last 8 years, have you felt informed? The town sold the Warfield complex to the developers in June 2018. The intention of this project has always been for it to be an asset to the community, an economic engine of job opportunities and added amenities for our citizens. Under the current mayor's watch, the developers have fallen into default on our sales agreement, with the historic buildings only further deteriorating. The developer has grabbed the low-hanging fruit and is throwing out the mixed-use employment campus plan, whispering of an additional 475 housing units. As mayor, I will respect the original vision of the citizens of Sykesville, which is currently reflected in the contract. Our current mayor has been the self-appointed council representative overseeing the Warfield project, but it's only now that you are hearing about this high-density housing plan. My administration will be your administration. It will be transparent. I am process-driven, so you don't have to be. I will always seek the council's input to assure there is transparency at meetings with county and state officials. This has not been our council's experience under current leadership. My transparency will assure that the interest of the community is always being represented. I will create an advisory committee comprised of representatives from every neighborhood in Newtown and Old Town and on the west and east sides of 32 to assure all will have a conduit of productive exchange for information. I've been on the council for 8 years analyzing and cutting wasteful spending. As mayor, this will not change. I don't believe in spending money we don't have. I believe that sometimes we have to take calculated risks with money for the improvement in quality of life and safety. I believe in a safety net and a rainy day fund. I don't believe in debt. I am a fiscal conservative. In the last 8 years, the town acquired property that cost you all a lot of money. But when an opportunity for a public-private partnership in the redevelopment of this very costly asset presented itself, the current mayor very intentionally ignored it. I believe in calculated investment in our town, but it must be followed by seizing measured opportunity. I'm not afraid to make the hard fiscal decisions. I've been having some robust conversations while canvassing. I've asked residents, what is your least favorite thing about living in Sykesville? The most common answer, I have no safe means to get downtown on foot. Amen, I say. During the comprehensive planning process, 47% of you named sidewalks and trails for pedestrians and cyclists among your top initiatives. In 2019, the town invested in a connectivity study. I will make the findings of this study a focus and work with the council and staff toward implementation. Connection of the southernmost part of the linear trail to the downtown has evaded previous administrations. It will not mine. What do you love most about living in Sykesville? I ask. Hands down, the 2 most common answers, small town feel, and I feel safe here. Me too. While I have consistently voted against overdevelopment and advocated for thoughtful redevelopment and infill projects focused on historic preservations, other current council members lack an understanding of the positive economic and environmental impacts of this approach. As for safety, I hired our current chief of police, and finally, we are retaining high-quality officers. But for a period of 16 years, we had lost 27 officers to surrounding police departments. This equates to $270,000 loss in hiring costs. This is a picture-perfect example of why we must invest to save. A resident shared with me something her neighbor said to her. Do you really want a woman negotiating with the Warfield developers? When I shared this sentiment with another resident, the response was a resounding yes, this woman. In summary, a vote for me would be a vote for transparency and process, fiscal responsibility and safety, for connectivity and a strong sense of community, preservation of our history and of, yes, you guessed it, that small town feel we all love so much. A vote for Stacy Link is a vote for Sykesville's first female mayor. Thank you.
My name is Ian Shaw, and I am seeking re-election as Mayor of Sykesville. I have been a town resident since 1996 and have served the town for over half of those years. I live in Sykesville with my wife of 34 years and 4 generations of my family. I personally represent family in Sykesville from ages 2 to 86. Therefore, it is important to me that Sykesville be a great place for all ages and backgrounds. I have thought perhaps starting with a nautical theme would be an appropriate way to describe the 8 years that I have served as your mayor. When I took the office of mayor in 2013 after serving 4 years on the council, our town was adrift, having just weathered a recession and leadership that deferred maintenance in the past, leaving us with $1 million in debt. As soon as I came into office, I set about setting a better sail for us here in Sykesville, working on and learning the Maryland Main Street concept and helping to support and implement that here in Sykesville. While the program has taken off and is no longer in its infancy, along the way I assisted in any way I could to help and support getting it started, including working right away at the start of my second term to get the standalone nonprofit immediately up and running, finally outside of town government, yet with the town as the majority sponsor. This has allowed the organization to take flight on its own while doing great things for Sykesville. While many here in town today only see our success, I remember where we came from and how hard we all have worked. Each and every one of us who I have worked with alongside this journey deserves credit too. Many of the naysayers today were not even residents when we started, and I have never sought recognition as mayor, as I believe your work will speak for itself. Our town has thrived under my leadership, and together we have achieved and continue to reach each milestone we set out for. We have done this as a strong collective team. That team, however, needs a strong leader who is willing to listen, adapt, learn, be strong, and apply what is learned so that the team can be in a position to succeed. I feel I have effectively put our team in the playoffs each year, and on some years I think we have won the municipal Super Bowl. Let me start to wrap up on a nautical theme too. When I take a cruise, I want the most experienced captain who is available to sail the ship. It helps me to sleep at night after a long day of not worrying about sailing the ship. As your mayor, I have completed the University of Maryland Municipal Leadership Academy, including over 250 hours of training over 4 years. I served as the president of the Carroll County Municipal League for 4 years. I've served on the Maryland Municipal League Board of Directors for 2 years. I have trained in emergency management and response coordination with the League, FEMA, and other state agencies in varying topics. I serve on the Carroll County Opioid Task Force and continue to coordinate with state and local governments. This training and experience has helped me to navigate your ship, the town of Sykesville. I have eliminated all of the debt I inherited as mayor through my budget policies, reduced taxes in 2019, acquired property for parking and reuse during my terms, sold Warfield after many failed attempts, kept our roads paved on schedule, took good care of our excellent staff, and paid cash for all of our capital needs and equipment along the way, saving us thousands in interest payments, allowing us to do more great things right here in town. I've also made incredible improvements to our parks, a #1 priority from the start. South Branch Park was really the catalyst for my becoming mayor. I've worked with 3 Howard County executives on that historic partnership, benefiting our town, Howard, and Carroll counties all as one. It has been an incredible partnership of local governments when many can't work together at all anymore. We can continue to achieve great things together as a team. Now it's your turn again to choose the captain of your ship for the next 4 years. I hope to continue this journey with you and thank you for your support along the way. I and the members of my team, Al Grassley and Frank Robert, look forward to working for you and ask for your support on May 4th. Thank you, and God bless America.